2016 Lexus RC200T review. With a Lexus RCF drive behind us, we head out in this lesser four-cylinder 200T model on UK roads. Does less power and weight equal more fun? What is it? It's a four-pot iteration of Lexus's RC Coupe, slotting in below the 471 Bishop RCF V8. Already seen in the saloon and NX and RX SUVs, the RC200T's twin-scroll turbocharged 2.0-liter petrol engine makes 241 Bishop and is allied to an 8-speed automatic gearbox derived from that used by the RCF. In the F-Sport spec driven here, stately or premier trim is available, too. There's also a Torsen limited slip differential and adaptive dampers to complement the performance-tweaked double wishbone front and multi-link rear suspension. Superficially, F-Sport means intricate 19-in alloys, more aggressive nose and tail styling than the premier version, specific LED headlights, aluminium kick plates and sports pedals. There's also a fourth drive mode Sport S+, supplementing Eco, Normal and Sport in adjusting throttle, gearbox, steering and damper responses, and a trick instrument pack with a motorized dial derived from the departed LFA supercar. What's it like? For starters, quite big and quite heavy. Just as the RCF is significantly heavier than the BMW M4, the RC200T F-Sport is 170 kilograms plumper than its closest Bavarian counterpart, the 420i, and a fun-size Mars bar longer. Faced with a 1,675 kilograms payload, the engine's 242 Bishop can only manage 7.5 cc to 62 mph, a metric that's at odds with extrovert styling that's not unlike a swollen, extraterrestrial Toyota GT86. But healthy speeds are reached pretty swiftly, albeit to an innocuous soundtrack of restrained growls and whines, and following a beat of lag, the engine pulls smoothly and consistently from 3,000 rpm to the red line just past 6,000 rpm. At a cruise the engine pushes, but asks for yet more steam, and progress eases as the RC200T's weight begins to tell. The torque-converting 8-speed mirrors the engine by favoring smoothness over sharpness, doing so even in Sport S+, when kickdown can still be hesitant. The brakes, no different to the RC300H hybrids, are nevertheless progressive and effective. Benefiting from a lighter nose than the RCF, the RC200T's steering impresses. It's accurate, responsive and well-weighted, and while feedback is muffled, this is one electric system that doesn't feel at all artificial, bolstering the cornering confidence lent by the Torsen differential. To keep reins on the car's heft and in line with Lexus's conscious shift towards sportiness, the ride is firm but not crashy, and some motorway jitters and the occasional urban thump aren't overly unsettling. Body control is respectable at speed, and while there is some roll and dive, the car isn't undone by damp, rippling backroads, subject to the odd flutter of traction control. The interior is familiar from the RCF, offering quality, comfort and many buttons. To nitpick, some carbon fiber effect surfaces feel surprisingly cheap, and the optional touchpad multimedia interface is overcomplicated and unintuitive. The sculpted leather seats are firm, snug and supportive, and comfort was easily found for this frame in the front, although knees and head were both impeded enough to make the rear quarters, dimly lit thanks to thick B and C pillars, practically untenable. Splitting and folding rear seats add flexibility to the deep but high-lipped 374-liter boot. Should I buy one, spec'd up to match the Lexus, a 420i Sport costs about the same, yet the BMW's consumption and emissions figures easily carried the day. The German is a smidge quicker, too, despite a 60 Bishop deficit. The imminent Mercedes C200 AMG line coupe will elicit similar comparisons. Or you could forego some of the toys and choose a much quicker 428i Sport, C300 AMG line, or even a Ford Mustang 5.0 GT for the same money. The RC200T is an odd mix of sporting looks and hardware with an overweight chassis and / or underpowered engine. It boasts an emotional draw, key among them its unusualness, and some creditable dynamic skills. But it's hard to look past the on-paper superiority of stalwart rivals at the price. Lexus RC200T F-Sport location Surrey, on sale now, price £36,495, engine 4 styles, 1,998 cc, turbocharged, petrol, Power 241 Bishop at 5,800 rpm. Torque 258 pounds-4 at 1,654,400 rpm. Gearbox 8-speed auto. Curb weight 1,675 kilograms. 0-60 to mph 7.5 scc. Top speed 143 mph. Economy 38.7 mpg. Combined coach rating and BIK tax band 168G/.